The love that I'm going to describe in this channeling is so innocent, so pure, that they are not trying to keep it as a secret in front of other people. They are trying to keep it a secret within themselves. They don't want to show each other that I still love you, I'm still crazy about you, I still feel the same way for you, even if all this time has gone by, has passed by. I have the same amount of respect for you, and I have the same amount of attraction for you, and I have the same type of feelings for you. Because there is no one like you. You are the best. You are the best, and I know it. And now that I've been away from you, I know it even more. I'm also picking on the energy of two people here. And predominantly they have the twin flame energy. They have the dualistic energies, and they are working in taking them into balance in a ascension mode. Now it's very evident that they both like each other a lot. They have developed some feelings for each other, and they cannot reveal their feelings to each other. They probably are in a situation like that where they don't want to, maybe the relationship they have, or something is happening in their situation where they want to keep it a secret. But actually their difficulty is that they have to keep it a secret even to each other. Even though it can be felt, love is something, liking is something, it's not something that can be hidden. So it is evident that both of them have a thing for each other, have a soft corner, but they don't want to name it, they don't want to label it, and they also don't want to talk about it. Alright, but when they see each other, they feel very happy, they feel very nice seeing each other, and they keep, doing something, making up some excuses just to see each other. And they don't have any lust towards each other, they don't have any ill feeling or any selfishness. They have like no motive, but it's just that you just bump into someone and suddenly you feel strong emotion. And any which way, mature people, they don't like to give tags and word and commitment and promises that soon. This will always happen. If you ever meet someone who's very mature, they will not give the importance and putting others on pedestal that soon or that easily. But because they have been doing this for a long time, they have a better understanding of people. They can read people much better than other people. They won't take that long to get a vibe or get the energy of those people, like how they are, what they're going to be like, what's their level, not to condescend anyone, what's their frequency like. And I can give you an example, like me and my mother once, we were just roaming here and there. We were looking for some place, and it was very strange because we actually reached a place where you could sense that vibrationally it's very low. She felt it and I felt it too, the whole area, the whole place. And I told her, don't you think this looks like, or this feels like a borderline hell sort of a place? And it looks very nice from outside, but it doesn't feel nice. The feeling of this place is not something that we usually feel. And she was like, yeah, I feel that too. I mean, it was very dense. The feeling was very dense. It was very heavy. So obviously it is inner work. It is practice, continuous practice for many years. And it's not like you're not having experiences with bad people or problems or issues. You do. Sometimes you get a very big heartbreak, and it can come from anywhere or anyone. It's not even romantic situation. And that heartbreak can teach you so much, like so much. It can teach you so much about people. You can just by the way they talk, their body language, their mannerisms, they make you feel like a lot of things about them, and you know whether you want to step into it or not. Even when people are not that advanced, even then we always go ahead with people with whom we have a matching with. But over a period of time, when you keep doing your spiritual practice and inner work, then you actually genuinely know what is for you and what is not for you. And then next step of this is, even more advanced step of this is, that you will actually be okay in any situation, in any place. But still, everybody has their own place. Like a lotus, you can't grow the lotus in the desert, right? You need a water body or a pond or a lake, a river for it, right? Similarly, you will find your own place, but just in case you have to be out of that place for a while, for some work, for something, you will be in very strong energies and you will know a stipulated time frame, like how much long will it take me to finish this job. Something similar happens to people when they come to earth, the lower frequency of earth from a higher dimension. Actually, I don't want to go very deep into this because these things are purely for people who are in therapies. Because in therapy, in chakra alignment therapy, especially those who take the next level of it, we go very deep into metaphysics. We really go into so many things that you just don't read those things anymore. You just vibrationally download it, or you know it when you listen to the words. When you listen to your therapist or your teacher talking about certain things, you'll get goosebumps on your body because you know what it is that they're talking about. You have experienced it, but you just don't have any earthly memory of it, which is great actually. You should not. When you come to planet Earth, you should not remember everything because then you will never do inner work and you'll never really learn the lessons that you're meant to learn. So, true love is never one-sided. And if you love someone, if they love you or you love them, or you have the same type of energy, same type of goodness, same type of sweetness your soul possesses, you're nurturing, you're caring, you're hardworking, then you meet someone like that who makes you feel nice. Here the masculine and feminine feel very fuzzy, very nice. They feel very comfortable actually, like they've come to a very old friend, a good well-wisher, a caretaker, and they take care of each other in their own sweet ways, in their own silent ways, secretive ways. They like to do things for each other and they continue to do it. So this type of energy was also received by me during this channeling. A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this session, I'm going to be talking about a love that is being kept as a secret, but despite all the attempts and all the trials and all the, trying to keep it a secret, not sharing it with anyone, it's becoming very hard for the two people involved, the man and the woman in this case, to keep it a secret. They have to reveal it at least to one another. See, because you usually keep a secret from someone, you like someone, you love someone, but you are trying to keep it to yourself. But is it possible when there is love? Is it possible to hide it? Like your gesture, your smile, your blushing. So here I can see one man and a woman. They were connected with each other previously. But because of some circumstances, they had to go away from each other. There was a mutual decision that they took back then. And then both of them probably, moved on in their lives, in their respective lives, doing things, whatever they had to do. They both thought that, they will forget about each other. At least that's what they did. And they chose duty, they chose some other responsibility over the feelings they had for each other. And I don't see anything wrong in it. Some people might say, oh, you should always choose the person, the love of your life, no matter what. But I think, in my opinion, the love of your life is already chosen by God. You don't have any say in it. In fact, when you were coming to this earth, it was already predestined and it was with the help of you only. You will meet a lot of people in life and, all the time it might, especially in today's world, because there are so many distractions. If a relationship doesn't work out, people do so many other things. But what I see when I say too many things or other things, it means to distract themselves. And they find success in it. Many times it happens that, they find someone else, they go to a nightclub, they meet another person. And a lot of people who are in the twin flame ascension journey, who were the chasers, have reported that this is exactly what the masculine did. When things did not work out, when things were difficult, he just decided to go for something else and he got distracted and he found some other person, or he found some other karmic role which suited him at that time, and he was like, I don't want to get into this dramatic situation where I have to make too much effort. Let me just go and do my own thing. And that's why I tell people to get into personal sessions and work on themselves, do inner work, because then they can find out if that person was a false twin. They are still waiting for a false twin, because how can your true love just go away like that if it is true love, is what another question that some people ask. Okay, but my point to you is, and I will go by the energy of this session, because this download was given to me many days back, like 15-20 days back. Since then I have this download, but due to some reason or the other, I was not able to channel this to you all, share it with you all, because I was a little busy. There are so many things mission related, and I have so many, like my mission is so big, it's like so big, and so many people are a part of it. I feel sometimes, you just need to rejuvenate yourself. You need to, bring in more energy, and like-minded people or people who are doing similar things in life. They can, just by being themselves, they can help you also continue on whatever path you have chosen. So that's the reason why sometimes community is important, because human beings are social animals. We are all social beings. Anyway, so now these two people are suddenly in front of each other. They had not expected it. They had not imagined it, but it happened. Maybe secretly they imagined it. Secretly they always thought about each other. They always felt like, I hope, because this is not a case of betrayal, and this is not a case where two people are very bad human beings. No. If they went away from each other, they chose something at that point in time where their help was needed, their support was needed. This is not called running away, my friends. This is called sacrifice. Okay? And it's very important in love to sacrifice, because you don't just love one person. It's not like you love just a man and the husband, because I know such people also who, when I met them, they were doing something really good. They were helping some people. They were on a mission sort of a life, because they were single at that time. And as soon as someone came in their life where they got committed, they forgot about everything that they were doing, and they got very busy, trying to work that out, because everybody comes with some demands and this and that in a karmic relationship. So when a spiritual person, when a mission oriented person starts dating or gets engaged or marries a person who is not mission oriented, who's very materialistic, and then there is codependency also, then after a while they will realize, after a few years they will realize what big mistake they made, because they chose their personal pleasure and they sacrificed what they were actually supposed to do here. But if you are a genuine twin flame, then you will follow Radha Krishna, you will follow Ram Sita, our twin flame gurus, and you will follow Shiva Parvati as an example, 3 cardinal twin flames, and all 3 of them had different types of dynamics in relationships, in their relationship. So they were teaching the people to always choose your mission no matter what, because the person you love, that person will always love you. Because it's not just about holding hands and walking with each other. Somebody wrote a comment on one of my video the other day. I'm not going to go very deep into it, but that lady was trying to say that, if you don't have a lover to make love with, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, then you're not a twin flame, and this and that. First of all, these people don't even know about twin flame. They don't know about the concept twin flame. They just think that they've seen some videos and they've read some stuff on the internet and that is twin flame. They like the idea of that romanticization, because they don't know that a real relationship is not based on sex. Sex is not the primary thing. It is secondary maybe, and in some cases it's tertiary, in some cases it's some other place, but it's definitely not one of the primary priorities if two people are, spiritually awakened and they are very aligned to who they are, their energies, and they work on themselves. Like going to therapy, working on yourself should be a part of your life, because, it sometimes it brings you back to yourself, because the whole world is not going to give you that. The outside world, the materialistic world I'm talking about, the karmic world I'm talking about, it is also necessary. Otherwise, we will not function, we will not do anything. We will just sit in one place like a sloth. We will not move, because we'll have everything. So we need these interactions, because we are a universe in ourselves, and universe, the meaning of the word universe is one in many. One in many. So you are experiencing a journey on planet Earth wherein you are experiencing your life through many people. Okay? And the purest form of love is unconditional love. And the purest form of love is service. So you can fall in love with a person who is just like you, who's very mission oriented, who's very unconditional in their approach, very selfless, and you find that person very attractive. But it is not their muscles or the biceps or whatever. It is them as a person, as a personality that you're attracted to. So even if you don't touch them for 100 years, it won't matter to you as long as you love that person, So that's my point to that lady who was talking about sex or love making as some kind of a certificate or trophy. Let me tell any such person who thinks that twin flames don't get action in real life, they are highly mistaken. Twin flames can easily get action anywhere they want. Even the chasers, if you think that the chasers has a dearth of other people, you are very wrong. They have many people in their life, but they don't want those people. They only want that one person who they are chasing mentally or emotionally or sometimes physically also. But that doesn't mean that they don't have the offers or they don't have anyone interested in them. It's just that they feel that this person is too karmic for me. I'm rather, should stay alone rather than going out to clubs and to parties and for dinners and to these things where I'm only going to get drained and my energy will get sucked out. I want to be with people who can make me feel like an equal without any effort, without any drama or without anything. If they are spiritually awakened, they should be proud of it. That I am a spiritually awakened person and I like to live this type of a lifestyle. I want to be happy. I want to keep my vibrations high. And that's it. You can be in a community full of people. And I've been to so many such places, my friends. So I'm telling you, and I'm creating a community like that here in Delhi, where you guys are most welcome to be a part of. If you're from India, you can always write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com in case you want to, stay here, be around the things I do with people. That is a different type of therapy where you're physically present in front of the therapist and then you do volunteering jobs or you keep busy basically and you're taught how to do karma yoga in real life. You'll get classes in that. So it is also an option that I'm working on and I'm trying to make it available to people. For some people who can afford it and some people who can manage to be here, especially if you're nearby. If you're in places which are near to Delhi, you can definitely do these type of activities. You can take a break for 4 days and you can be a part of the community program. Okay. And if you're from Western countries and you want to travel to India and you're like, okay, I must be there as well. I should go there as well. Because here you will be having a one-on-one interaction. Sometimes it may happen that you're the only one person over there. Sometimes it may happen there would be, other people, because I want to keep this as secret as possible. I don't want to reveal it to the whole world. Otherwise, I can also go on Instagram and YouTube or all the places where you promote your work and you can, invite many people. I don't want to do it like that. I want few people, limited people to have access to it, just like we have it on the channel. Too many people, we don't want it to become that widespread, because as it is, twin flames are few in number. It's not like we have 1 billion twin flames on the planet. But the number of awakened people will increase. The twin flames will do their job and they will leave the earth. They have a stipulated and fixed time over here. They are here to teach other people unconditional love and such a beautiful way of loving other people and a specific person as well at the same time. Look, so you can love a specific person because it's the closest mirror to you. That person is so similar to you in energy, in vibes, in listening skills, in being compassionate, in being empathetic. They could be asexual also, just like you. They are not horny people who think, okay, if I don't have sex with one person, I'm not in love with that person, or this person is not in love. That's really low frequency love. So all those people who think that writing these type of comments can justify, just because you are doing that doesn't mean everybody else has to do it, because the twin flame path is not the same for everyone. The twin flames are simply here to learn love. What is real love? And then you go and you make out with someone. I don't have a problem. Who am I to stop you guys? But if you don't, live with people who are worthy of you, and you are worthy of them, and you don't know how to practice self-love while being connected with source, you are really not going to progress. So here, definitely there has been a lot of progress in these two people, because they chose something much bigger than their personal pleasure. And they thought that maybe I'll forget this person. This person is the nicest person I've ever met, and this person has treated me the best. I feel so good around this person. But unfortunately, I have a really sick mother to take care of, or I have a bunch of children who I help to educate them, or I have to work for them, and something comes up. I don't know what. It could be disease also. It could be some other commitment also. I am not going to deny that. But it happened, and now, after a huge gap, I think, huge gap doesn't mean 100 years, some years maybe, or some time where they were completely oblivious to the other person's life or whatever. Now they're in front of each other, sipping tea maybe, or coffee, or just acting, pretending like they don't have history with each other. So it's not about pretending this in front of other people. So when they went away from each other and they were doing their mission work, or they were working on themselves, maybe when they met each other, they knew that we are both beautiful people individually, but whenever we come together, we get triggered. And I'm talking about one more scenario, which is very much possible in this case. So maybe one of the person thought, maybe the other person hated him or her for doing that, but one of the person was more intelligent and felt emotionally, they need to work on themselves. They thought that, I want to give 1 year or 2 years to myself, maybe 3 years to myself, completely dedicated to myself. I have spent a huge amount of time, a whole life literally, listening to other people, doing what others wanted from me, pleasing other people, living my life like this. But now it's my time. I want to work on myself. So I want to do inner work. I want to do whatever I can. I want to get into therapy. I just want to work on myself, And so I become worthy because I am the one who's getting triggered. So they use the triggers for their progress. Now this person is in front of them. Now they're trying to not show it to this person that all this therapy, inner work, everything I was doing, it was to fix what we had, not getting worked out. But now there is a certain advancement also. You cannot be the same person that you were earlier, And there is a certain awkwardness also, because, as I said, the love is very strong. And there is a pride, like you can't say the word pride, but respect is a better word. Because both of them chose something which was selfless. So you respect that person. At the same time, you love that person. At the same time, you have empathy, you have compassion, and you don't consider that person to be a small fish in the ocean. You know their value, you know their worth, okay? But then after reconnecting with like all this gap and all, there are two things that happen to people, okay? If they have not done any inner work, if they have no, no mission and nothing that they were doing, they were just waiting in waiting energies, then that person will become very bitter. So just in case you meet that person again, You will be very bitter. You would be very unhappy. So if you don't meet them also, and it's been 3 years or 4 years you've been away from them, but you're constantly upset with that person. Every time you think about that person, you get angry. You make comparisons. You envy their life. You also feel at the same time, if you're not envying, you feel that, this person is getting everything on the platter. They are born with a silver spoon, or they're born with a very supportive family. They are this, they are that. I don't have any of that. And still I had to work so much. I had to slog myself so much. I had to do this. I had to make things for me. I had to create. I had to learn it from the scratch. But this person had everything. So that anger is also there. The second thing is, when you are aware enough, you know that it's not working out. There is a problem. There is some issue. But I want to work on myself, so that at least from my end I clarify everything. Clarify as in, not personally, I clarify to myself. I get the answers, I get the closure. So you also want closure from that person. No, when you go away from someone and they don't give you any closure, it really hurts you. Because you're like, I deserve the closure. I deserve to know that this is the reason. But is it possible to get closure from that person who's running away from you, or somebody who's chosen the mission, or somebody who's chosen a bigger thing than a romantic relationship? Maybe at that point in time you gave them an idea that the relationship will become too romantic in nature, or it will be too addictive in nature, and they don't want to fall into that addiction, that pattern. They feel that my work, my business, or my whatever is better. But in the 3 years or 4 years, whatever time you worked on yourself, I'm talking about the second scenario, the ones who did inner work, at least one person. And I would be happy if it's the chaser, because usually runners don't want to do inner work. Few of them want to. Few of them who have figured it out, like some things about themselves, and they realize that, yeah, I am running away not because of the person, but I am running away because I have the fear of commitment, or I have the fear of just facing my issues, or I fear that if someone will come in my life, they will sure shot leave me and give me a big heartbreak. So I am running away from these things. If you have reached that type of awareness, then you might want to work on yourself. So now they cannot keep the secret to themselves. Like their eyes are speaking, their lip movement. Like, I'm not saying they're just giving signals to each other through their eyes or whatever. I'm just saying there is a conscious attempt of hiding the secret. You can see it. But at the same time, you can't hide that secret. How would it feel? Like you're trying to tell the other person that I'm having just a regular conversation. I'm just having a cup of tea with you. Or I'm having a meal with you. Or I'm just walking with you. Or I'm just in this situation with you somehow. I never planned it. I never thought about it. I never knew this will happen. But I am here with you. And we are obviously doing something. So there is something to do also. Something is happening in the background. And you're like, you want to talk to each other because there is an emotion attached with you. So you want to express, you just want to ask, so how you doing? Where have you been? Okay, how is this? How is that? Okay, good. And you see there is a change in that person. There's an energetic shift and a movement that you can feel it. They don't have that baggage anymore. You don't have that baggage anymore. First, it's about you. If you release the baggage, the other person will also release the baggage. This is what they say for twin flames. Usually they say that when the one person does the inner work, the other person changes. But actually it is only about that one person who is doing inner work. Everybody will change. One by one, people will change. And you will see that change. You will... After a point, it will not shock you or surprise you. Yes, there will be a time when you will be like, oh God, like how did this happen? You know that you changed, you shifted. A mother and a son relationship which is very bad, which is very bitter, which is very angry, full of rage, upsetting emotions. The mother shifts. The son will automatically shift because the mother will let go of the expectations. In this case, I am again and again channeling the two people because I see they have very similar energy. That's why I said it is for those people who have found a perfect mirror and then they decided to do inner work as well, because they don't want to lose the connection they have formed with themselves, due to which they found this perfect mirror also. So now face to face time with each other, alone time with each other, nothing was planned. And one more thing I want to say here, it's a bit funny, but it is said in Hindi, so I don't know how many of you'll understand. It's a statement, where people use it as sarcasm, like when other people can notice, especially. So they say that आग दोनों तरफ बराबर लगी है. आग means fire, दोनों तरफ means both side, बराबर लगी means equally lit. So the fire, there is fire on both sides, and it's equal flames, equal fire, equal amount of fire you can feel in their energy or whatever. The way I explain it, obviously I see the energy. So I can see the energy, the fire is equal in both of them. The fire to know each other, the fire to love each other. They feel the same way. If one person is looking out for the other is also looking out for the other, which means, say it's a scenario, it's early in the morning, or I don't know, you can just pick up any time, afternoon or night time or something, and you are looking for that person. You just want to see a glimpse of that person, like where they are sitting or what they are doing. So you just look around and you see that person somewhere, sitting somewhere, and when you look at that person, you just happen to notice that they are also looking around for you. And as soon as you both see each other, like you have eye contact, it's a secret, right? That you're both looking out for each other. You're not doing it for the other world. You're not doing it for the other people. It's your own secret where you don't want to reveal the feelings. Like, let me take some time, or let me just pretend. And as soon as you see, you lock your expressions or eyes with each other, and you're like, oh shit, my secret will be revealed to this person. Now this person can see. So you pretend that you're looking for something else, and both of you pretend that. Both of you are looking for something else. But by chance you bumped into each other. And then there is an awkward smile, and then you look away. But your purpose is solved. You just wanted to see where this person is, what they're doing, and okay. So eventually when you are talking to each other, when finally you get the alone time, you are going to talk random things, like the moon and the stars, or the other people or something. But inside, in your heart, you're happy, you're connecting with each other, you're in front of each other, you feel the love, you feel the chemistry, and there is no expectation. That is the best part. You're going to have a meal together, or you're going to go out for a walk together, and you're going to make each other feel special just because of the way you're just looking out for each other. And then you'll do your next thing. It's all happening. It's happenstance, It's just going on happening, and you just don't know what's the next step, but you don't also disconnect. You think about each other very fondly, but you do your things. That's the most important, I think, takeaway of this channeling session, that both these people have something to do and something to, look forward to every single day when they wake up. And it's not materialistic, it's not karmic. It's their natural progression. Okay? And when you connect or reconnect, it could be completely new person also, my friends. For those people who have been doing inner work and therapy, I think I should have added this point in the very beginning. But the reason why I did not add it in the very beginning is because I want people to listen to the whole thing, and then this should be revealed to them. Because I am not here to give you romantic baits. I really refrain from doing that. My intention is for it to come across as pure love, not romance, not lust. So that's why I want to clarify that if two people are looking out for each other, they are looking out for each other because they have feelings for each other, some genuine feelings, not because they have lust for each other. They just want to see each other. Presence is what they are into, and they are present in front of each other. So it can also happen to two people, two absolutely different people who have probably had some experience, but they are on the twin flame journey, they know it, and they meet a new person because they had a false twin experience. If you meet a false twin, you give your life to a false twin, you give few years of your wonderful precious life to a false twin, don't think it will go wasted. Even if there was domestic violence in it, even if it was the most toxic, horrible experience of your life, which now you want to get out from, and you want to say goodbye to that person forever. Now you know that I don't want to do this, but you know that you had this experience because you are a twin flame. So once you do your inner work properly, or once you're in a very relaxed zone, no expectation, mission oriented life, being very productive, you're not just there to take care of your biological family. Your biological family will be taken care of. You should actually make them more independent, and you should do your own thing. Because you're not their mother and father. You're a child, and as it is, a twin flame is supposed to live a very detached life. So when you meet this absolutely new person, all these things that I've spoken about will apply. Because you both are on a very high vibration. You both are spiritually awakened. You both are spiritually mature. And you're not looking for the lustful relationships. You just want to do your thing. And you love your alone time as well. You are a person of solitude. You have your own space. You have your own things. So when you meet a similar person like that, absolutely similar, same energy, there is a certain shyness, there is a certain awkwardness, everything is there, but you're looking out for each other, and you spend time with each other, and you respect each other. You don't believe in like goodbyes or this and that. You are like, okay, life is gonna move on, and we are gonna keep doing our things till the end of it all, till our last breath. So that is a very emotionally mature person. Two people who are very emotionally mature. So they could be very attracted to each other. Why not? It's not the looks. Like, it's not the bodily looks that attracts them. It is the energy that attracts them, and it makes them attractive for each other. Okay? So for personal situations and for therapies, for hand holding, counseling, you can check out the description box, and you can write to me once you're sure. Kindly do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me. Ascension, therapy, and this type of work, inner work, hand holding, inner work, it's a lifestyle, guys. It makes you independent. So never forget that you have to do inner work till you're here on earth. Let me make it clear. Thank you so much for being here with me. And if you're already doing inner work, I really appreciate all of you people who are working on yourself so that you can be a better person and you can ascend. I'll see you soon in another one. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.